Hi, question 1. You're given a graph of a circle of radius A, where A is between 0 and 1. You're asked to graph 1 over f of x. Now, this is where it cuts the x-axis. Now, where it cuts the x-axis is y is equals to 0. So you put 1 over 0, the graph is not defined. So it is an asymptote for the graph. So let me use a dotted line. So this part is x is equals to a. Same goes to the minus a. So this is x is equals to minus a. Now, if a is between 0 and 1, 1 over a, then that number will be bigger or smaller. Now, let's say this is half. Half. You 1 over half becomes 2. So it will become, it's actually bigger. Okay? So if it's bigger, then this will be, this point will the point correspond to this maximum point will be above a. Now, then when it's slightly less than a, minus a, or when it's slightly more than minus a because you're moving to the right, all right, 1 over that number will be positive. Now, there's two parts of the graph, the upper part and the lower part. Let's consider the upper part of the graph first. Now, when it is slightly bigger than minus a, that means to the right hand side of minus a. If 1 over a number that is greater than 0, slightly greater than 0, you'll find that that number will tend to a very big number. So your graph will be something like that, all right, for the upper part of the graph. Now, how about this part of the graph, all right, this part on the right hand side of the x-axis. Now, if you consider a point that is slightly less than a, if you 1 over that number is positive, but it's very close to 0, so that number will become very huge. So your graph will look something like that. Okay. Now, for the lower graph part, is the same. Let's say this is minus half. 1 over it will be minus 2. So it will be below, all right, below a. Now this is a minimum point. So if you reciprocal it, it will become a maximum point. All right, then same thing. This graph will look something like that. You can do the same thing when it's on the right and on the left of the asymptote. All right, I leave that to you. So this graph is 1 over f of x. Okay. Now let's look at this graph. Now this is x is half and y is 1. Now when y equals to 1, you do a x squared, it doesn't change its value, it is still 1. So this point doesn't change. So imagine we draw a line y equals to 1 here. So this point doesn't change. So is this point. Okay. Now when y is 0, you square it is still 0. So these points also doesn't change. So the x-intercept doesn't change. All right. Now let's consider this point and this point. When you square, this y is minus 25, so it's very far below. So if you square, it's 625. So it will be much higher. This is not drawn to scale, so much higher. As far as this distance is bigger than this is good enough. Now how about this? This is you square it with 4. So this point will be above. Okay. Now, you look at this. Any point that is below 1, less than 1, you square actually is lesser. So this part of the graph must go below this blue line. Okay, it goes below the blue line. Okay, like this. Okay, maybe I just redraw it. It's so close, maybe from afar you can't see. Okay, I don't know if you can see whether. Now then what will happen? This part will become much bigger because it's bigger than 1. Okay, so your graph for this is, it goes this way. Okay, it's much steeper. Okay, then this way. Okay. So this is the graph of f of x whole thing squared. Okay? That's the end of question 1 and 2. We hope you have learned something. Please look out for our videos. There are plenty of videos that we have produced, and we are sure that you can learn something from there. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you again. Have a nice day. Thank you.